I'm back to pick up some more stragglers. Look, it's been 2.5 months since I made my last video, the one about my channel dying and remaking it, okay? And I made a new channel and it's doing great, and I'm here to give a progress report as well as invite you over to come subscribe to it, because there's clearly about 298,000 people that still haven't subscribed to it, that subscribe to this one. So if you still enjoy my content, my personality, and of course roguelike games, you should come over and subscribe. Okay, now that the spiel is over and now that I've quit selling you the idea of subscribing to the new channel, I want to talk about some of the things that I realized since I have changed my direction, created a new channel, stopped making videos for this channel, potential plans for this channel still, and a few other things. Okay, so first of all, let me bring you into the realization of what happened. Okay, 2.5 months ago, came to a brutal decision about stopping creating roguelike content for my old channel, this channel, the one that you're watching right now, because I wasn't getting any traction on it. Like, I wasn't growing anymore. In fact, I was still losing subscribers every day, and I wasn't getting a lot of views, and it had a lot to do with the algorithm. And there's a lot of explanation to that. But this video actually performed very well, which I am so thankful for. If you came over to the new channel because of this video, thank you. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for realizing that there's still hope for me, okay? Helping me to realize that there was still hope, okay? This new channel, guys, I gotta say, I cannot believe it's doing as well as it's doing. And I'm here to tell you that you don't need 1 million subscribers to be successful, especially if we're talking about just, creating content and having fun and doing what you want to do. But I mean in terms of monetization as well, okay? So my old channel, 306,155 subscribers. I haven't made content in around 75 days for this channel, and this month's estimated revenue is $115. This is all from old videos and stuff like that, okay? So essentially it's just people watching old things like my Dragon Quest Builders Let's Plays and my Kingdom Let's Plays and all that other stuff. Maybe some art content too, but for the most part, it's for a few select videos and series, okay? Now, if I go over to my new channel and go to the content section, you will see that most of my videos are getting between, I don't know, the lowest video in a while was about 1,130 views. I've been getting anywhere between, well, this one actually 431. I knew this was going to do too bad. I shouldn't have uploaded it, but it was interesting and I wanted to test some stuff. Anyway, usually between 2,500 and 4,000 views, and I am over the moon about it. Now, a lot of YouTubers won't do this. I don't mind doing it, okay? My YouTube estimated revenue for a channel with 2,839 subscribers is $803 so far for the month. Okay, if we look at my first month's revenue, my first month monetized revenue, it was around $200. So all in all, if I go to analytics here and I look at lifetime, you will see that the estimated revenue lifetime before taxes, of course, is $1,223.61. Probably not enough to make a living, but I mean, the fact that aside from getting some of the people that were subscribed to me from the old channel over, the algorithm is doing work, and I am making a decent amount of money now, plenty enough to motivate me to continue to do this, because if I continue at the rate of growth that I am right now, which is between 30 and 50 subscribers per day, and I think about the amount of views that I'm getting based on my subscriber base, I should be making a reasonable living within the next 6 months off of it, which is, I'm ecstatic about. I can wait. I've saved money. Hell, I've been managing money very, very well, and I live very low. I live way below my means, okay? So I have prepared for YouTube volatility for a long time, and I have other sources of revenue and stuff like that. But for the most part, this is where I'm at right now, and it feels good. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching the content. I really appreciate it. So the old channel, my entire thought process, I explained this a little bit into my older channel, but I'll bring it to you guys on a different level right now. The Zueljin's old channel, this channel, was it had a problem, and essentially it was because I had 308,000 subscribers. I needed to make a new channel because I wasn't getting a bunch of the stuff. The problem was the decline of subscribers between 2017 and 2024. Too much variety between crypto, survival, algorithm confusion, no consistent audience, dead subscriber weight, basically a bunch of inactive subs between 2011 and 2016. And I was making fear-based decisions and avoiding certain games and stuff. And I still do that a little bit, okay, on the new channel, but only because I am not doing any kind of content aside from roguelike content on that channel. And I also did a bunch of 2-hour videos, which was okay, but if that's the only thing that you do, and it can really mess you up because not everybody will watch a 2-hour video, you know, at all. And it was the grind was unpleasant because I felt like I was fighting a losing battle. I felt like I was just treading water, and that it wasn't fun anymore. I mean, I did have fun playing the games, but the chasing the YouTube success wasn't fun. Okay, so anyway, low revenue was the main problem, and even though on good months of creating consistent content, I made around 1K. I mean, I'm almost at 1K right now after 2.5 months with a channel that is literally 1% the size. Smaller than 1% the size, I think. Anyway, by the way, this is a really interesting tool called Notebook LM. And the way that I use this is when I have something that I'm focusing on, like this channel's development, I'll take sources, okay? I'll take a bunch of sources. Let me minimize this and I'll show you. I took a bunch of sources, like the video that I did for you guys explaining what was going on. A lot of analytics, copy and pasted from YouTube specifically. A bunch of different things, like some information about actually getting monetized and the way that worked. Conversations with other people about what was going on and me trying to get advice. The whole Discord conversations. And mainly just a bunch of just snippets here and there, with me going back and forth through and troubleshooting with the different AI models and stuff like that. And essentially you can build out a bunch of sources and make a number of different things. And what's cool about this too specifically is I made a little a podcast set up with it called the Algorithmic Prison to Rebirth. How Zueljin used data to conquer YouTube's shifting landscape. And it's interesting because there's even an interactive mode for this, but essentially I'm going to just plug this in and I'll let you guys hear it, just a snippet of it.
Have you ever felt like you're pouring your heart and soul into something, maybe year after year, putting in all that hard work, but it just feels like, I don't know, your efforts are hitting a brick wall?
Oh, definitely.
Like you're kind of stuck, and no matter what you do, your message isn't getting through.
So there's actually 2 hosts that go back and forth and speak a little bit about all of the information that is pulled here. And I made a video overview of it as well, called the 300K subscriber trap. Now these are just generated audio and video based on their stuff, but this one's also
you'd think having a
interesting
massive
because
audience is the ultimate goal for any creator. But what if it's not? What if it's actually a trap? Today, we're diving into an incredible story about a creator who faced that exact problem, a huge audience that had completely stopped watching.
So yeah, it's not that crazy of a video. It's not anything super special in terms of video quality, but the way that they formulate these explanations about the data that I put in helps reinforce and understand more deeply and more collectively all of the information and data that I've put together to make these decisions to help me move forward. Now, this, I can't even tell you how helpful this has been for me for a number of reasons, but mainly if I'm trying to help somebody, like I got a couple of people that have reached out to me about just help in YouTube, how to make better thumbnails, how to make better titles. What can I do? My channel is small. I'm not growing. I saw your story. What can I do to fix it? And trust me, I'm no expert, okay? I'm no expert. I consider myself a seasoned veteran because I've been doing YouTube for a very long time, and there was a long time that I didn't understand what I was supposed to do. But now I have a fresh grasp on a bunch of best practices that I can share with people to do repetitively, to rinse and repeat in order to potentially emulate the same success or more success than I've had. And just through a couple of friends that have done better since I've helped them, I can't tell you how valuable this really is. Now, I'm not creating a course or anything like that. I've tried to actually do that before in the past, and I just felt like kind of like I had imposter syndrome because my channel wasn't doing that well at the time. And even though I was still providing valuable information, it wasn't the direction that I wanted to go in. And I had a lot of people that were asking for help, so I needed a way to manage it. Turns out that I'm just not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I can coach a little bit, okay? I can coach a little bit for people that need help, but I'm not a teacher. But what I can tell you is that consistently doing what I've been doing, which is just finding new roguelike games, trying them out on the channel, and repeating, making more content on the ones that do well and making less content on the ones that don't. Sticking to a specific genre, sticking to roguelike games, and there's subgenres in that, so it's still wide enough, but there's so many like demos that come out every day. It's not like I have to spend a ton of money buying new games. And just with now I've already had a bunch of people, different publishers and stuff, emailing me on about my old channel, trying to get plays, sending me keys and stuff like that. And I'd email them back and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna cover your game, but it's gonna be on this new channel. And now I'm starting to get emails to my new channel too. Now I actually have keys coming into 2 inboxes, which is crazy to me. Okay, it's absolutely nuts that the channel you don't need a super crazy amount of subscribers to be able to feel like you're thriving in whatever you're doing on YouTube. And I'm here to reinforce that today. If that's how you feel, you should give it a try. And you know what? If you need my help, I'll be glad to try to help you out. I'll be glad to try to show you the ropes and do what I do. What I do is not very magical, okay? I record my videos. Now, I am an experienced recorder, a commentator, okay? But I record my videos from start to finish in one take, all right? Sometimes the videos don't go well. Sometimes the run doesn't go well. Sometimes I die early. Sometimes I mess up real bad on the words. Sometimes the video just doesn't feel entertaining and I don't upload them. But the times that I do, which is more often than not, I take those transcripts and I dump them to AI, and I have a prompt that gives me captions. Well, not captions, but it actually, what it does is it gives me I in YouTube there's a way to get a transcript. I'll show you real quick because it's kind of hard to explain. So if you go to any sort of video like this one, okay, this video that I have right here, the I'm done one, okay, and you go to the video itself, what'll happen is you can go to the description section if it ever loads up. Thank you. You can go to the description section and you can scroll down and hit show transcript. And then on the right side, a transcript's going to come up. Now you can copy and paste all of this, okay? All of this, you can copy and paste it, and you can dump that into a prompt, okay? That does all kinds of stuff. So I have a prompt that I made. I just call it the AI super prompt, and it's essentially, it lets me fill in some variables like the full game description from Steam, the full video transcript that I did as a recording, and a bunch of conditions and stuff, and some templates. And it's designed to, if it's the first video that I give it in a conversation with ChatGPT or Claude or DeepSeek or whoever you want to use, whatever you want to use, essentially what it does is it generates a variety of different titles with different themes around them. It generates a full video description, including hashtags and all sorts of keywords that are plugged in based on the game that I'm playing and the description of the game from Steam. And it also generates timestamps for the major points within the video so that I can retain some stuff. And now I don't have any analytics to really look at that, but I know that that's one of the things. If some of the tools that I use when I go to when I go to anything on YouTube is called vidIQ, and I can look at some of these tools and it will show me that there are certain things that you need to do to a video to optimize it for good viewing. And one of those things is having a custom thumbnail. One of them is having an engaging title. One of them is making sure it's on a playlist. One of them is making sure that it has keywords in the description. One of them is making sure that it has timestamps. So I just make sure that my video is 100% optimized. And I also use AI to do thumbnails too. I use Google Whisk to do thumbnails. And sometimes it takes a little while to generate them, but for the most part, it does a relatively good job, and I get views on the videos. So I continue to use that method over and over and over again. And it's pretty systematic. You know, I wake up in the morning. If I know that there's a certain series that's doing good, I try to upload one of those every other day. Right now, Overlooting and Nimrods are both doing very, very well on my channel. So what am I doing? Every day I'm recording either some Nimrods or some Overlooting and uploading that. And I sprinkle in some demos when I get good keys. Right now I'm sitting on my desktop. I have Evolve Lab that I just got a key for, and another one that I just got a key for that I haven't even tried out yet. But I'm going to try them out, and if those games are fun, I already see them on other YouTubers that cover roguelikes channels. So if they're fun, or I think I could do a good video with it, I'm going to make a video on them. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that transcript. I'm just going to play the game, and I'm going to do commentary on it. I'm going to take that transcript. I'm going to plug it into the super prompt, and it's going to generate all that stuff for me. Then I'm going to try to make a thumbnail with Google Whisk on it, and that's going to be it. I'm going to play around, finish it in Photoshop, and call it good. Upload it. And if it does well, guess what? I'm going to create a second video or a third video or a fourth video. If it doesn't do well, I'm not going to create another video on it. And it's that simple. It really is. And it has always been that simple. If only my old channel would have recognized my new content as something that it wanted to show to the right people. It was still showing it to people that don't exist. So I know this video was like heavy rambling, but I'm here to tell you that none of this stuff is, you're not gonna hear any of this stuff on the new channel. I mean, I kind of talk about it sometimes while I'm playing a game, but the same way that I talk about, you know, gumbo and peanut butter sandwiches and food and yard work, and just like a lot of times some of these games, like, you know, Northern Lion did it for a long time. He played Binding of Isaac, and he would just rant, man. He would just ramble and talk about different topics and stuff like that. And I find myself doing that a lot, especially if it's a game that I'm real comfortable in. Like in Nimrods, you get upgrades every 30 seconds. Like, am I going to focus on every single flipping upgrade? No, the ones that really, really change the run, I'm going to talk about them. But a lot of the times I'm just talking about random stuff, and I get people like the personality, like they comment on stuff about like, you know, they share recipes about it, you know. I started talking about peanut butter powder the other day, and you know, I got like 5 or 6 comments about the peanut butter powder, and just in general things like that. And that's what makes content creation so rewarding for me, because being that I live in this office all the time, that I'm always, you know, working from my computer, um just being able to relate to you guys with, you know, just with different around different things, just with different people, and getting different opinions, and just sharing life, sharing the experience, and of course getting into the gameplay, which is the main reason why I do it. I love it. It's not sustainable if I can't earn an income from it, so that's why I try to structure it the way I'm structuring it. And of course, when you're doing something, you want to feel success too, and I'm feeling success again. And it feels good, y'all. It feels good just to see number go up. It's the dopamine thing, I guess. But it's also a feeling of accomplishment, like the amount of time that I spent trying to fix the old channel, making the decision to make the new one, and watching my decision flourish into something that is potentially sustainable, that I have a lot of pride in, and that I'm excited to wake up and work on, is so rewarding. And I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you guys for it. So, if you aren't subscribed to my new channel, it's Zueljin Plays. This one right here. Zueljin Plays, at Zueljin Plays. It's easy to find. You can just Google me. I'll have a link in the description as well. It's all roguelike content. Don't come subscribe if you expecting me to play Ark Survival Evolved or Minecraft. It's not happening, okay? Now, in terms of what's going to happen to this channel, here's the thing. I still don't know. Will I be creating regular content for this channel? At this time, no. Do you want to unsubscribe to it? Probably not. Not if you want to see some other stuff every once in a while. I ain't gonna lie, I have been craving to play some MMORPGs lately. Every once in a while, I get the envie. That's a Cajun French word to play something like City of Heroes or Star Wars Galaxies and stuff like that. And those videos notoriously do not do well on YouTube. But guess what? This channel is doomed anyway. I can play whatever I want on it. So instead of just playing it by myself and not doing anything, I'm probably going to play some games like that here and there. Maybe even a retro game every once in a while. Maybe an RPG that I think looks interesting. Maybe a survival game that I want to try out. If it's cool, I'll play it. If I think I want to share my gameplay experience with you guys, and it's not a roguelike game, I'm going to do it on this channel, okay? So, be looking forward to that, I guess. If not, you could come over and listen to my gumbo chat while I'm playing roguelikes on my other channel. Other than that, guys, I really appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hearing me out. And you just tell me how you are in the comments today. I want to know how you are. Appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Peace.